Hello, sippers. How are you? To all the people that are new to the channel, welcome to Sipping in a Sip with Sabrina. I am Sabrina. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Dislike, no problems here. I appreciate it all. So we got a few sips. We got a few sippers, and y'all already know we on Power Book 4 Force. But today we on season 1, episode 2. The name of this one here is King of the Goddamn Hill. Okay? King of the Goddamn Hill. So we can let's go ahead on and get into it. Um all right, so coming into scene you have Tommy looking out over this beautiful beach water. Ooh, I miss it so much. I really miss the Midwest sometimes just for that thought. It is so calming. Okay, and then he's just looking back on old pictures of him and his ex, that had got killed in the first thing. And then there's this bar getting ready to get, shot up all at the same time. Um, I'm not sure if it's the bar just yet. The one that the bartender is at, the girl that he was with from before. But anyway, as this bar is getting shot up, Tommy is receiving a telephone call. So Tommy has received a telephone call and he has popped up at this particular bar, which I'm talking about, that got shot up, and come to find out it is his brother's bar. How about that? Um and he just giving him a little grief, a little taste, just pretty much telling him like, your security or whatever that you got working for you just ain't hitting on nothing. You know what I'm saying? And he like, well, yeah, that into the budget this month. And he telling him about how his dad took sick and it's kind of been hard for a little while. Then he goes on to tell him about his ex-husband and how he can't call him for no money or anything like that. So Tommy pretty much like he got a plan, you know what I'm saying? And he also looked stunned when he found out that his brother had an ex-husband. So he offered him some money right then and there. I think it's like 10 grand just for now. And then the brother like throw it back at him, give it back to him like that ain't gonna help do nothing. And he like, just take the money, whoop the whoop. So he finally takes the money. And Tommy like, I got this. I'll be back soon. All right, so Tommy left and he rolled up on the building that said for a lease, cash only or whatever. So he went on and did that. He looked at the building, and I don't know if I remember this building in the beginning, but it was the building. Now back at the boss Flint, and he had got a message from his oncologist that he had needed additional lab work or whatever, and he was just sitting there taking his pills or what have you. And after the tape goes off, he goes to get back up while he fixing him a drink, which was, I thought, was odd with the news you just got. I guess he needed a drink. I can't say. He probably did. But when he got ready to get up, he kind of slumped over, barely breathing and coughing. And just in that moment, that's when the son come in, and the son is like, you need a doctor or something. He like, no, I do not. I don't need no doctor. And he was saying, I was thinking in my head when that happened, I was like, oh, if you was like about a good 10 seconds earlier, oh, you would have called it all, and you would have also heard the recording of the message from the oncologist. Um, and he gonna tell his son that he had stood up too fast. You didn't ever even really get up. Like, you didn't stand up too fast because you were still stooped over in the chair. So you have to at some point make it make sense. Um, the son like, well, we need to tell his sister or whatever before it's too late. And he was also saying like, just so you don't end up passing like how mom did. So I'm assuming that their mom got sick but they held it so long it was too late. Once it was too late, um, and yeah, because he pretty much was telling him like, if we catch it early, of course, like, let's tell somebody. And the father, Mr. Boss Man, said no one can know. Okay, no one can know. So the father goes to tell the son, like, when I'm gone or whatever, you're gonna have to take the lead and do it the father way and not your own way, because it's gonna be consequences. Because the son like, yeah, dad, and I'm doing it, and I'm gonna handle it my way. And he telling him like, no, you can't do this your way. You got to do it the way that I am teaching you. So it's kind of like, how if you a kid and they gonna pass you something good, and you always in the back of your mind like, yeah, whatever, I'm gonna go with it for now. So pretty much that's how I took that moment, like, okay, you gonna end up doing what you want to do, which I feel is gonna probably go end up going very bad for Mr. Dummy. All right, now thumbs up, thumbs down, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Y'all already know all interactions over here is appreciated. Thanks for watching the channel. Please like, and share. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you in advance. All right, so the barber and his brother Genard, they just look like they at a gym or something, and they just talking a little business, and the Genard is telling him about the little dudes that's coming up in that now, and how they ready to go, and did this, that, and the third. But the brother is like, he ain't, he don't want to be a part of that, and like just explaining that because they young and this, that, and the third, and they hot headed and this, and of course he don't want no parts of that. Being that he ain't too long just got out of prison, so I know, and he been in there for 15 years. He really ain't trying to go back right now due to something that a little youngin doing, or not paying attention to what's really going on. All right, so Tommy's still, making his rounds or what have you. So he headed to go meet somebody. But as he's walking down the alley, somebody blindsides him and, knock him down a little bit, bust across the head. And so, he fall down, get back up, all this stuff. And it was Lillian from season one, Ghost. I mean, not season one, but from the first series, Ghost. Power. My bad, Power. From Power. Um, so they going back and forth. Because he done got her up off of him and all that good stuff. She cut him a little bit, and so then he like, yeah, it seemed like every time go save somebody, it always come back to bite us or what have you. Okay, so she going back and forth. She got a knife, and so she kind of sliced him a little bit, and he is ready to kind of like pull out his gun, but the police showed up. And so when the police showed up and they was getting ready to part ways, that is when he getting ready to pick back up his bag or whatever, and he like, see, this is why we can't have nothing, thinking about how she cut his jacket up or whatever, which was funny. All right, now we got bartender in the shower, finishing up her little shower or whatever. So she get out, and the boss son, boss Flint, his son, is in her house, like in her kitchen, while she getting out the shower. And so the first thing first is, why are you here? And he was pretty much explaining, that his dad had just told him, in the beginning, his dad had told him that, like, he gonna be gone soon, he gonna be taking over with the whoop. So he trying to explain to her that now that he know that his dad will be gone or what have you, he'll be able to be with her and all this, that, and the third. And she like, girl, boy, I can't keep doing this. And she just saying with the back and forth, because at the end of the day, you up under your daddy wing, and really this ain't finna be changing it. So he like, well, is it another woman or whatever? And I'm like, how do somebody ask a married woman? Is there somebody else? There's always somebody else there married. Even though she ain't seen her husband since he departed to the war and she ain't seen him no more. But I'm just saying she's still married on paper. And so she like, no, but we can't be together because he has to marry an Irish woman. You know, that's his pedigree. That's how he was raised, you know, in a lot of different places. That's what they do. You marry your kind and your kind only. And so she like, well, let me get that key. And he like, no, I'm keeping this key. If you really want to keep me out, change your locks. And I'm like, this dude is through. All right, so now you got Tommy popping up at the gym. Tommy is popping up at the gym. The little young dude, you know, he meet him at the door. He wanna, you know, pat him down, do all this, that, and third. Tommy like, no, just gave him the gun. It just was like, it's on safety, this, that, and third. It was like totally weird. And then the barber asked his brother, like, is this the white dude you was talking about? And he like, yeah. So Barbara is instantly like, so who you work for? Of course, y'all know Tommy. He just told old dude in the first episode, I don't work for nobody. So then they ask him about the bag that's in his hand. So as Tommy getting ready to show them the bag, the little youngster jump out. Yeah, what like really like what you trying to pull out? You know what I'm saying? It was real unnecessary. The little youngster trying to do too much. Like, you think I really would have gave you my gun and I'm trying to be bogus or something? Like he finna pull out a gun or something. So then he try to unzip the bag. He show him the stuff. Then he get a bag to the barber. And of course, Genard is like, you stupid. I would have at least kept the, you know, the cash or whatever. And Tommy like, I'm not in this business to try to, you know, rob nobody or shake nobody down and or whatever. And you know, then he was telling him something about the drugs. He like, and why would I want that? This cut with baby aspirin or something. Have fun with that. Um, so as Tommy getting ready to leave, one of the little dude that was, you know, checking him on his way out the door or whatever, you got him trying to beef up on Tommy, and Tommy ain't going. So Tommy instantly got the buddy around his neck and like 2.2. Like I told you, I ain't got time today for it. So by that time, two of the other little youngins, they come from outside, you know, and they all pointing their guns at Tommy. And the barber like, y'all put y'all the guns down in my place or whatever. And the little homie, he like, we ain't saying nothing. We ain't putting nothing down unless Jay tell us to put it down or whatever. Um. So then he finally get up like, y'all get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. It's cool. Put them down. Put them down. And Tommy is looking the whole time like, what in the world is going on right now? And the reason why he looking like that is because he is now realizing, okay, you've been locked up for a while. You don't own no reign or nothing no more. And because you've been gone for so long, he pretty much like, yeah, your brother, he calling all the shots right now because you wasn't around to help these little youngins out when, you know, because they haven't seen you. You've been locked up for 15 years or whatever. So he just giving them a strange look. And so he grab his gun or whatever and get ready to go. And the brother is pretty much slamming the bag into him and telling him to take care of it. I mean, the barber slammed it into Genard like, take care of this, you know, to let the little youngest know, like, he got a boss. So I don't know what y'all need to talk about. And the brother kind of got upset in the end because he ended up swinging in the air and everything. Like, he upset because he really just, like, this is what your brother was just telling you when y'all was working out at the gym. Like, this is it. These youngins is going to cost us more than what you thinking that they are worth. All right, I did not mean to say they was at the gym. When Tommy came in, he did not go into the gym with them. He went into the barber shop, and I know y'all gonna look at them pictures and be like, she keeps saying gym, and they clearly in the barber shop. So my bad on that. But please, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, dislike, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, leave a comment. All interaction is appreciated. So thank you so much for watching the channel. And let's keep going right on into this story though. All right, now, so in spite of all that, Tommy and Barbara, they finna go for a walk. He opened the door for Tommy or whatever, and they gonna both go on for a walk. So they walking and talking, and then they was bringing up like the old situation between in the first episode when Tommy had gave Boss Man back his bag as well. So he just was like, Barbara, like, what you trying to do? Make friends? All this and that. Like, why are you trying to make friends in this business? And then he like, I ain't trying to make friends. I'm just trying to make money. And so, in the midst of them saying that, this car pulls up, baby, and just like snatch them up at the car. You hear me? So they pull up, then they go to like a little warehouse looking place, but then they took their mask off. It was dumb, and they talking about we gotta kill Tommy because he saw us, and he like, you should have never took your mask off. That's what he call it? That's kidnap 1-on-1. Baby, I like to die. So then it was going back and forth. Barbara like, he ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all want me? I'm here. What's up? So then they like, okay, so you got to do this. You got 3 hours to go and sell whoop to whoop to whoop or whatever like that. So they like, and he gonna stay here till you get back, talking about Tommy. And he like, no, that I need a wingman, and he my wingman or whatever. And so Tommy said something, and he headbutted one of the nappers, and Tommy like, now I'm involved. And they gotta sell all this stuff in 3 hours, or somebody dies or whatever, however they put it. Because all of this is because of he put a boss in a wheelchair when Barbara was in prison, I guess. So I'ma assume that's why he was in prison to begin with at that point. But I'm not sure. We gotta still let the story unfold. But I'm thinking that's why he was in prison, and while he was in prison, he might have was in. No, he couldn't have been in prison for that. So I don't know. But while he was in prison, he put their boss in a wheelchair, and so that's why in the first episode the Mexicans was talking about they're gonna wait till he got comfortable outside, and then they'll make the call. So I'm gonna assume this was the call. Like, yeah, you ain't getting that comfortable. You put our boss in a wheelchair. It's time to pay. Now going on at the Boss Flint estate is the brother and sister having a conversation, and they talking about what he had just talked about with the bartender, like how he gonna be taking over the business, and she trying to explain to him that they need to upgrade their products or whatever, and like telling him to run it by their pops or whatever. But he ain't going, and he told her that it is not gonna work. So all right, so now Tommy and Barbara, they got away from the kidnappers or whatever. But now bartender is driving Tommy's car. Of course, he from the Chi. He know the Chi street, so they got a 3-hour window. It's best for him to be driving right now. And he talking about what happened in prison as to why these people had, was stopping them. I mean, was kidnapping them or whatever. And why, just explaining why the other man bosses is in the wheelchair. So then Barbara pull over to the side and like, what are you here for? You not no fear, you not no da 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 da, all this, that, and the third. And so they just make a little quick deal. I help you with this. After this, we both go our separate ways, and it is what it is. Okay, so cut screen. Um, One of the kidnappers is out. They getting a phone call about how hot it is with the police or what have you. So, um, the one that he on the phone with, the napper that he on the phone with, and he on the phone with their boss, and he is saying, okay, it's okay, we can step it up because I see, he had saw Barbara brother, so he cut close off up in there. So now Barbara and Tommy is still riding and talking, but they seeing so many police, and so they see these so many police, and then they got behind him. So of course Barbara is spooked because he just out of prison, but they went on around. They had, I guess, got another call or what have you. So they make it to their first drop. And so because they make it to their first drop, Tommy don't know what he walking into because he don't know what is this stuff about. So Tommy, on his way in, he leaves the package up under one of the dumpsters. So then he get in there, and the boss lady is talking in Spanish, and he like, I ain't so good on no Spanish. And Ghost was always the Spanish dude. He knew the Spanish. So he like, I don't understand that. And she called his nephew or whatever, and he understood what auntie was. So after they talking or whatever, then they like, where's the package? He like, it's outside. They go out there and get it. They get their little package, honey. And so they come back in with the little package, but then he talking about something, it's all there, but y'all wanted to check to make sure y'all stuff was there, but they ain't want him to count that money, honey. And so while that was going on, when they was going out there to see it, Barbara is still in the car. And so he see them come out. So he don't know. He a little nervous in the car because he like what they come out for. But he didn't know that Tommy had left the drop in the car. So they still riding. And so they get back. So Tommy get back in the car. They riding. Barbara get a call from one of the nappers. And they showing them that they got his brother, Genard. And now they telling them, because the police so hot or what have you, they have 1 hour to make all the drops because the police is so hot, or else they gonna knock off old Genard. So they get into they go to their next drop, and for some reason they is in there moving entirely too slow for Barbara. And at the same time, they got all these tests and all this stuff they want to be doing all at the same time. It was a little bit much. So Barbara like, forget this, I'm finna go. So he comes in the store and he ordered little small stuff like pastrami and I think like some guaclava. I think that's how you say it. Oklava, whatever that is. But he called them cinnamon cookies or whatever. So he being able to have a visual of what's going on in the back. So as he looking at the back, he is also seeing like, okay, it's taking so long. So then Tommy finally get his money, goes out the door, and now Barbara is rushing the other dude like, okay, that's enough. Come on, pay his little money. And then they go on out the door. Alright, so now the Flints are having a discussion because you remember the brother told her that he wasn't going to ask the daddy about the upgrade or whatever. So she decided to take it upon herself to talk about the upgrade. And the boss is like, girl, you do your job. Why you keep trying to do your brother job? I don't understand what you got going on. So he is really irritated, and so she storms on out that door. So then Tommy and the barber is at a drop now. In like this abandoned looking graffiti. I don't know what you call it. But they at the spot, Barber looking for who he looking for. And Buddy like, I just put it here. And Buddy is literally taking this big old bump and Tommy like, hold up, don't be doing all that. And so because he did all that, he had passed out before Tommy was able to get his money. So, Tommy ran them pockets, trying to find his little situation and his little couple dollars on it. He like, you not finna get up on me like that. So, while he is looking for that, Barbara is outside getting harassed by the police, right? So he is getting harassed by the police. The police telling him uh you was texting while driving, and he like, where the car's parked. Then he like, give me your license and registration, this, that, and the third. He like, I ain't moved taking my hands off the steering wheel because I don't want you to feel like I'm threatening you in no type of way, honey. So he steady like, well, you gonna put your hand put well, no, he said, no, give me the license out of your wallet and slowly get the registration out of the thing. So he like, this is not even my car. So he done pulled the gun out on him and all that, and now he like, get out the car right now. And he steady like, I'm not taking my hands off the steering wheel, period. Like, I'm not. So Tommy comes out and he asking the cop like, something wrong with my car, officer? Dang, I was in there just 10 minutes and it was sunny, now it's snowing, all this, that, and the third. And he said, welcome to Chicago. In the next 10 minutes it'll probably be raining. Just making light of it. But he instantly calmed down. He draw down all that good stuff, put his gun away. So he like, yeah, let me get your license and registration, talking to Tommy. So Tommy get his license and registration, and he telling old buddy to just be cool. And so while they running it, the brother like, what they gonna find on this? What is it? All this, that, and the this, that, and the third. And he like, they not finna find anything. But his point is, I'm not taking my hand off the steering wheel. So after they come back, he got a good rapport, and they went on. Alright, now so Tommy and Barbara, they get to their last drop. They do their last drop. So now they're going to get the brother. And so when they get there, they is met by these three people that is like aiming at them as soon as they come in. So they come in asking them, do they got the money, all this, that, and the third. So they're like, yeah, well, my brother. So they go get the brother and kind of manhandling the brother and stuff. Also very unnecessary. So they get to going back and forth a little bit. They throw over the money, and they checking it, make sure it's good. Then they sending over the brother. So they sending over the brother, and they just looking over, making sure everything good. He like, all right, now come on, bruh, let's go. And so like he kind of like shove them ahead, like, come on, let's go, just in case they change their mind or they try anything fluky or anything like that. So they did get the brother. Nobody got harmed. And then the brother right hand man pulls up. You know what I'm saying? And they, he picking up Jay, giving the barber the money to pay Tommy. Tommy had made like $25,000 for a day's work. And remember, they went from 3 hours to an hour now. So Tommy leave there. He go to his grandma's house, to the brother. Him and the brother is talking. He tried to get a brother some money, and he like, hold up, wait a minute. Then he went to a video that he had seen, and he like, well, I know who this person is now that's in this old video. So they looking at the old video, and right before the video was going on, Tommy, he was asking Tommy, did he remember anything about the house? And he like, yeah, the sofa, because it used to stick to him and all that, because it was like covered in plastic. So they talking, all this good stuff, and at the same time they talking, and he telling him like, I would have never left my child. And Tommy finds out he got a 16-year-old nephew. So while they're talking, they cut to a little boy, a younger man rather. He goes into his stash, and when he goes in his stash, he always keeps a picture of his dad and him in there. So he picked it up, and he looking at the picture, and I'm like, okay, that must be his son, and he don't know. And it also looked like the same boy that was the one checking him when he went to the barber shop too. So anyway, so it turned from there, and Tommy is sitting on top of a car texting. Come to find out, he's texting the barber, and he want to know if he can come over after a while. And he's sitting on top of a car, and people is making noise and stuff. So I realize he wipes his face with that shirt from one of the nappers now. he had that shirt on and he wiped his face and all that good stuff. So then he jumped down off the car. He dropped some beer or something from the car all the way down. He stopped. He light him a cigarette, baby, and throw the lighter down. And y'all know what happened after that, baby. The car was blowing up as he was walking off. And so after that, after Tommy realized and see that the car was all burnt up and all that good stuff, he goes to the barber shop, and he want to show them that he pretty much took care of that little lightweight, because Tommy ain't in this for no reason. You better believe he gonna keep an eye out all the time. So that he's showing them that, hey, you see the shirt, you know what that mean, you still owe me, da 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 da. So Tommy goes to the bar. The boss's son, the idiot son, he outside like stalking the bar, and the way you can see it, the way it looks like he got a clear view into the bar. So he looking into the bar. They in there talking. Tommy pouring him a little drink and all that good stuff. And they just talking and just catching up. And she kind of was like, I guess, wanting to imply or tell her about the boss Flint's son. I guess he wanted to try to tell her something. He like, oh, you ain't got to tell me nothing. I don't care nothing about it. So he goes in and he kisses her. And so then little buddy is outside still. Little buddy. Little dummy. Boss Flint's son. He is upset. He saw Tommy kissing her, so of course he puffing that cigarette so hard, baby. So he flicked that mug and walk on off. I kind of felt bad for him, but anyway, Tommy left the bar, and he went to that place that had said for lease. And baby, that man, that man was trying to act like he didn't hear him knocking at that door. But then Tommy knocked on the door the last time. Then that brother came to that door, and he was like, and he just like passed him some money, right? So when he passing him that money, he like, here you go, and don't tell nobody I was here. And so he like, I don't know, I think I got a pretty good memory. And he like, oh man, you ain't no good. So anyway, he told him to go and get lost. So he left. So Tommy go in, and he pretty much looking over the whole entire surface. And after he's done, looking over everything, seeing what is in the house and all that good stuff, he is now scoping out the different walls, the pictures, what's on the walls now. At first he surfaced everything else, and then he looked at the walls. And he some way somehow saw a map. So he started looking at this map, and he doing all this like mapping, like trying to, I guess, figure it out. But next thing you know, he done found Lillian, y'all. He done found Lillian, baby, and she in the crib chilling like a villain. He done got in. He is up in there, and as usual, she always catch him off guard. So she always get the first swing. And she was telling him, like, he like, how did she find him and all that? And she like, I didn't. And I've been here, for quite some time now, actually, since Julio had gave her that money or whatever, and everybody else in the area had been talking about a white dude in a blue Mustang, and that is Tommy #1 car. So then they tussling and fighting and all that good stuff. So he was coming to pretty much finish her off. But at the end of the day, they scuffling and fighting, and he just trying to stomp her face in and all this good stuff. But she moved. She quick on her feet now. She quick on her feet. But so then he do this last little stomp, and he finds something down in the floor, and so it was plenty of products and all that good stuff. And so that was like the end of the video. Once he found them products, I can already tell y'all, next week it is finna to get really juicy. Sister girl cannot be finna die now. Like, he ain't gonna do nothing to her right now. But I am so ready for this. Y'all, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Put a little sister on the map. I'm trying here. Um, but yeah, I think this is a really good show. I think it's something more than what I thought it was gonna be. But y'all sip on that and make it make sense. Until next time.